of Anasco,
Mm-hmm.
searching for one bold enough to enter the heart of the Vortex.
Gotcha.
And now that you are here, I know your arrival was no accident, but rather providence.
Okay.
I share both your fears and your experiences. We all do. I don't believe any one of us have worked with so many unknowns.
All right. Yep. You're right. Much of our lives are governed by forces that we don't understand.
Well put. The great serpent's works are imperceptible, even to heralds like myself. But rest assured, all will be revealed when you journey north.
North. I got it.
At the edge of the crater, you will find a cave carved by the anomaly. There, you will make contact with a Nasco Varoon.
Okay. You're certain. You sound very certain that I'm gonna find them.
It is as the great serpent foretold. In my visions, I witnessed two futures.
Mm-hmm.
In the first, you breached the scaled citadel, but found Anasco had sunk too far into the void.
Mm-hmm.
And in time, all of Dazra was consumed along with him.
Okay. That sounds pretty ominous.
Indeed. But there is another path. In the second future, I saw you make contact with Anasco, entering a cave through a formless wall. At its terminus was a gate, a path into the realm where our speaker resides. You stepped into this void, and in that moment, something changed. The false future rewritten.
Roughly speaking, it could be that entering the Vortex directly would allow you to speak with him. And while my readings do not show any anomalous activity, I admit there's a lot of interference. Still, that only emphasizes the potential danger involved here. I cannot approve of such an excursion on the minute chance Anasco is present.
All right. Well, you just need to have a little faith.
I am no heretic, but to risk so much on a vision, it is a leap of faith I cannot condone. I will not stand in your way, however, as Inaza has stood in ours.
You may not realize it now, dear brother, but our goals are one and the same.
If you point me out to the cave, I'll find them.
Then you must embark to the northern edge of the crater. You will find an entrance there, one that has no form. Step through it, find Anasco, and complete the vision. Only then will his voice be heard.
Roger that. Hey, everybody. We're getting back in here. Let's see. So we left off after doing the house, the Kadik. The house Kadik quest line. Real quick there. Wasn't quick. It was actually kind of painful. It glitched out at one point, so the girl ran off, and then we had no choice but to, since when we tried to talk to her, we couldn't talk to her, because if we were able to talk to her and get the conversation going, she would have agreed to help us release all the rest of the hostages and also give us, present the data that we needed and get us on board, get everything going the way it should. But it glitched out, and so we couldn't talk to her. And so unfortunately, we had to kill her and all of the hostages. That's not something I wanted to do this run. I thought it was kind of a despicable thing. But that was the only choice in order to get the quest to actually work. Alright, so now we're going to run through here, and we're probably going to actually face probably the largest amount of the Force beings that we've faced here since leaving the space station. What is the name of that? Oh, the Oracle. So, I believe this is our entryway that it's talking about. So, let's just do this real quick. You see that? Now, of course, we gotta go through here. That was cool. So maybe that's not the entrance. That's just a vortex bubble or something like that. Look, there's plenty. Yeah. And just basically result of what you see right down there. Look, you can see them just walking around. Might as well just knock them out while we can. Get them before they get you. And the thing is, and then you get this. They were just telling us about that, these horrors. What I'm expecting, though, is there'll be at particular occasions where once you kill one, then all of a sudden a bunch of other creatures pop out. Oh, wait. Alright. Hey, might as well get our loot, right? Get our loot on. Alright. Really? Just a random vase just sitting around. Okay. So, like right here, watch. Wanna go in there? God, it's so weird. Alright. I think I went the wrong way. Yeah. Oh, dang. Do you reload already? Ow. Alright, this guy. You need to go. We need to get our light on. Usually when I use the flashlight, I go into first person. Main reason being that the flashlight isn't very good in third person. All because of the head movement. The head movement isn't aligned 100% with the direction you're going. And so the flashlight is all over the place. And that actually just isn't helpful. Okay. So in third person, or I'm sorry, in first person, you see it's just, it points directly where you're looking. And I think that's a warp thing. Oh God. See? That's what it was supposed to do on the ship, and it didn't really do that. What's kind of annoying right now is that I would love for Andresia to be here. I don't know. My understanding is there wasn't a whole lot of dialogue, that she had some that could be pretty cool at times, but it wasn't as fleshed out as it could have been, right? And I mean, there were so many different possibilities they could have gone with it. And then so my understanding, or the general sentiment that I seem to get from it, from what I've seen or saw other people say, was just a big disappointment, right? So again, I would rather her be here right now so that I could kind of make my own decisions, right? I'm of that ilk that, you know, you can say one thing, right? But it doesn't necessarily make it true. And it definitely doesn't make it necessarily my opinion, right? Because we can always agree to disagree about something. And my mom always told me that I was ornery, right? And it's like, well, I'm stubborn and ornery. Yeah. So, you know, I believe one thing, I'm going to believe it until you show me it's not correct. But the thing is, in that same respect, you show me it's not correct, then I believe, you know, then it's not correct. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you know, if it's not right, it's not right. And if you can prove that, and I can see it for myself, then it's like, yeah, you're right. Nope, I was wrong. I'm not afraid to admit when I was wrong. And I think that's the problem with society today. A lot of our society today is you got to be able to understand and admit when you are wrong about something. And we have too many people out there, especially people with power, that are incapable of doing so. And maybe incapable is the wrong word. Maybe they just choose not to. I don't want to admit that I'm wrong because I don't have to admit it. And that's unfortunate. That is just an unfortunate way that we have gone and we have digressed. But it is what it is. And that's a very unfortunate statement there as well. You know what I mean? The fact that we have gotten to that point where it's, well, it is what it is. So, is that a Vortex heat leech? Sure is. So, oh, I'm shooting everything that's Vortex in here. I don't care. Okay, so we are looking for the wall that is not a wall. Huh? That is not it. There's a Anoxubarun, Anosco. Okay. I gotta be honest, not liking this gun much. I'm gonna go with this one for a minute. I just want to see how it works for us. And then it looked like this thing got picked up by a hand and put over there, more so than actually like floating. All right, we don't know which direction is which. Am I by myself? Am I by myself right now? I feel like I'm on my own. Okay. Can I safely say that gun did absolutely nothing? Alright, wait, wrong gun. Alright, so it's a matter of finding the right gun. So yeah, we're gonna come up here, check out, and dang it, you don't want to do that. Ow. Okay. Bearings. Okay, so we came in, we went that way, we fought the guy there, and then the guy got lifted and put over here, right there. Then we came up here, we went this way, got attacked, and I ran into a wall somewhere, or into one of those warp things. That was not fun. Alright, so look around. Alright, this gun works better. But alright, we're gonna go this way. There's a way down. Alright. Okay. You see this stuff? Do not touch it. Alright. God dang it. I'm about to switch to OP. You see, we got knocked off the side there and forced into one of these something. That ain't it. Wouldn't it be something if the bullets went through and came back? Alright, let's look this way. Alright, we see footsteps. We see, yeah. So I think what we're doing is we're going to follow the footsteps. I don't think they're going this way. Alright, something's behind me. Who are you? Emily. Isn't that something? The only person that came with me, or that's here with me right now, is Emily. Where's everybody else? Where's Robin? Alright, maybe he went this way. Yep, there we go. Okay. Gotta follow the footsteps. There we go. Alright, just want to see. Alright, we're gonna get attacked again.
I am light, and my people are reborn.
I'm okay with going through there.
This void, it answers with silence. Have you abandoned me, Great Serpent? Do you not hear my pleas?
I hear you.
You understand me? Hear my voice. But I do not know you.
You do not.
I hesitate to ask, but what manner of being are you? Do you truly serve his will?
Let's see. Well, I'm going to say the Great Serpent has guided me to you.
Yes. He works through you and built the path to guide you to me. I have reached out so many times to hear nothing but echoes. Yet you, an outsider, hear me playing. And for the first time, I hear you. Clearly your arrival here is fated. By stepping into this void, we are now linked. There is still reason to hope. The Great Serpent will see us through. But time is short. The breach collapses. The gate is still open. The experiment still runs. Find me in the Scaled Citadel. I will wait for you there.
Where are they? Oh, I was ready to fight. There you go. They pack a little bit of a punch. There's several here. Alright, so. So again, like I said, a couple of things. The main thing that's really kind of difficult here is no Andrasia consistently, right? So I don't know if she's gonna come back. I don't know. I'm just going this way to see if there's a way to go, or is this just one big loop around? And we have to, okay, so I gotta figure out how to get back out that way. This is not the way. All right, I've lost my road. Okay. Did you see how that, what was, like it was picked up and carried over there or something? All right. God dang it. Okay, good. Come on. Come on down here. I don't want to fight you. Fight you where I can back into one of those things. Is it trying to creep up behind me? Blowing behind me? Alright, we want to get back up. See, right there, I don't want that in my back, for sure. So now I have to find where. Alright, which way? Which way did he go? Which way did he go? There's still one back there. But am I worried about that? Actually, not really. This is that way. And that way. Let's... Let's go this way. See what happens. We'll follow the line of dead bodies. This isn't taking us back down, is it? It sure was. It sure was. This is the way we... Yeah. You could have said something, Emily. Actually, you could. All right. All right. So we have to figure a way out ourselves, which means just stay on the road, stay on the path. See, that thing is weird because it feels like somebody's just picking them up.
Just my luck.
Oh, Robin showed up,
The cute ones have holes.
and we ain't done yet. Whole lot of baddies all over the place. Where are they? Where are they?
Looks like we're being followed. Alright, they've seen us. Let's do this.
Okay, where's the... Hey, Robin, let's go. Find Andrasia.
Someone wants to say hello.
Yeah,
Weapons ready.
very much so. Hello to you too. Really? I like it. Mm-hmm. Alright, we gotta figure out how to get back up there. Probably through this path here, probably. This is not the way. But we could probably jump ourselves over some stuff. Maybe. Yeah. And then if there was only a way to just call all your followers to you right there, like on me now. That would really resolve the issue with not knowing where Andrasia was, what's going on with her. Okay. But then we have this. We probably could have fast traveled back here. No, we couldn't.
The morning device.
You return.
One and only
What news do you
chance
have of
to reach
Anasco?
and save Dazra.
And Nasco is waiting for us in the Citadel. I was able to speak with him while I was in there.
Then my vision did not betray me.
Well, it would seem I owe you an apology, sister.
There is no need, brother. Your skepticism only strengthens us.
As you say. But, to the matter at hand, did Anasco mention anything that could aid us in his extraction?
Let's see. He said the gate was still open.
Yes, the pinnacle of the Citadel was modified to house the equipment to create a gate to the Vortex. If it still runs, that would explain everything we have experienced since the initial incident.
It is much more than that. Normally when I pray for Anasco's return, I sense he is lost, fading. But when I last prayed to the Great Serpent, I felt Anasco's presence clear and distinct. Even as it receded, I felt him anchored to this world. Yes, there are some who suggest that when Jinan communed with the Great Serpent, a similar bond had been established. I believe the same is true for you and Anasco.
I would need time to attempt a scientific explanation for why or how this happened, but for now, let us assume my sister is correct.
And that is the essence of faith. I do not know what lies ahead. My visions do not go beyond this point. But I do know this link will play a role. In fact, I am certain of it.
Agreed. And with this settled, we can now continue the work of aligning the noble houses.
Mm-hmm.
Together, we will find a way to complete the morning device.
Roger that.
Your
Okay.
purpose has been forever.
Alright, so we're going to jump on the next house. Got to figure out which one that is. It's either going to be House Dokif or Vithal. I think maybe Vithal. Just one moment. Okay, let's see. Well, which one we want to do? House Vithal or Dolkef? Well, whichever one we run to first. Alright, so who's over here? Alright, so that's Vithal. They're 160 meters. And then Dolketh is 210. All right. So whichever one we can get to. Who's Robin? Where's my and I think there's our girl, Nara, Nasa. Hold on. God dang it. How much am I carrying? I'm over encumbered. So let's throw some stuff onto the ship. All right, that. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Just wanted to get it down to the point where I can want to investigate this one more time. And I tell you right now, if she's on the ship and I have to invite her again, I'm just going to leave her. She's not adding any value. And the fact that she's not sticking with us is just more frustrating than beneficial.
Need something?
No.
Uh-huh.
There's Sarah. Okay.
How have you been?
I've been alright. Have you seen Andrasia? Sam? Okay, Emily. Alright. She is completely lost. Did she decide to go back? We'll have to check up there in a minute. She literally is not. We've lost her. We have absolutely 100% lost her. All right, we'll look up here. You gotta be kidding me. There she is.
Yes?
All right, you know what? One last time. You ready to head back out?
Are you ready?
I am ready. Let's.
Hey, Captain.
I want to shoot her and just kill this one. You know what? As much as I love having Robin run around with us, you know, having as cool as it is. Where are you? Is that a thing now? They don't exist in the same. Are they one in the same? There she is.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey,
What's up?
why don't you? I think we should part ways for now.
All's well that ends well.
Hey, you just. All right. So she's on the ship. She's assigned to the ship unless she decides to leave. But let's look real quick here. See, we got all these microbots on here now. Where's Robin? Robin Locke. She is assigned to the ship, so she ain't going anywhere. Okay. And I gotta be honest with you. We're gonna run up here one more time. Okay, where is... Alright,
What did you need?
nothing.
Very good.
Alright, let's get going. Maybe the one was interfering with the other. Just, booting her out. I don't know. Hi. Okay. So it's telling me to go this way.
You're not welcome here.
I am growing tired of this. A few months ago, I would have made you
This is
all
different.
regret treating me this way.
Say that again. Go on then. Keep making your threats.
Save your bullets, damned fool. I am going. I do not want any trouble.
We are always watching.
You are the one who spoke with Nasko Varun. And you wish to speak with me.
Unless you're busy with something, sure.
You misunderstand. No one in Dazra speaks with me, or even acknowledges my existence. If they do, it is with scorn. And yet, here you are, speaking with me as if I were a person.
Because you are.
Which begs the question, what do you want with me? Who sent you?
I want to know what's all the commotion is with the guard there.
I am not welcome in Dazra. Guards demanding my removal is about the only acknowledgement I garner. The details of that commotion, however, do not presently concern you.
All right, man. It just took everybody else a while to warm up to me, so I'm just going around trying to get to know people. Okay.
Yes, but our situations are quite different.
Yeah, I'm not so rude
If
about
you
it.
truly just wish to talk, perhaps it is better to have this conversation elsewhere. My shack outside of Dazra should suffice.
I suggest we tread carefully. The zealots are shunned for a reason.
Are you a zealot? Because I will shoot you. All right. I don't know anything about you, though. Why not just talk here, buddy?
We will get to know each other well, just not here. My home is away from prying eyes and judgment. I do not wish for people to disparage you for associating with me.
All right, fine. I'll meet you there. We'll figure it out.
Good. I look forward to having a real conversation. First one in months.
You know what? Thank you for that. That was actually the best. That is why I want you with me. All right? I would have known he was a zealot. I wouldn't have known this is why people were not nice to him. And this is different.
Apologies. My mind is elsewhere.
Will I never see my
It's like this little section is growing a little bit. It wasn't like this when I first came through. All right, we need to get over there somehow. I think what we have to do is go the long way around, possibly. Yeah. So, if I'm not mistaken, all right. So we met that guy by mistake because we were just happened to be lost, which is what we are right now. I'm looking for something real quick. But the way into the city, this Emily Archer thing, man, is really just annoying the crap out of me. Okay.
We have displeased the great serpent.
So,
Do not agitate
I think we have to get up to the plaza first, the Janan Plaza. That's here. This elevator. All right. So. Alright. And then from there, we can decide where we want to go. All right. Who's over this way? All right, that's Bethal. Hospital, and over that way is Dulkeith. All right, let's see which one this is. The Keep. Okay.
Sorry, but you will have to get approval before you can buy any weapons from me.
Okay.
You do not have approval to trade with me.
Alright, I guess I don't have approval to talk to you either then. Okay. Do I need approval for the bathroom?
Something is amiss.
Okay.
But I dare not speculate.
That's fine. So the wardens are here. I already know what this is about.
The High Council needs access to the power grid if we hope to restore the city. Your inability to provide a legitimate excuse for denying them will only last so long.
Victoria is right. I know you're angry, but you can't let personal matters interfere with what may be best for everyone.
Personal matters? This is a Ministry of State matter, and I will handle it as I see fit.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to. What? Alright, let's go back into it. I wanted to listen more to the. What's the name? Guess might as well just come on in.
If you are not a member of House Bethal, you do not belong here.
I belong everywhere. Well, I was sent by the High Council to get your cooperation.
Another High Council lackey come begging? I told Lovick no more.
Forgive my brother. He has been forgetting his manners of late.
I do not forgive.
Victor.
And I do not forget.
This is Anasco's chosen. You recall Lovick sent word.
I recall he spoke of a newly anointed promised. And we do not need help, especially from an outsider.
You can't continue to refuse the council. You must act. Your inaction is killing you.
Precisely, which is why he leaves me no choice but to say this. My nephew Varric has left, and until he returns, Victor refuses to assist the council.
These are hardly matters for the ears of an outsider.
Look, that sounds like a poor excuse not to help the council.
You have no idea what you speak of. You are an outsider. You have no understanding of our house.
I have understanding of pig-headed stubbornness. Very, very in touch with that. Look.
The audacity.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead. Have me arrested. Have it. Do it.
Is this not the opportunity you've been looking for, brother? A third party capable of finding Varric?
Yes, you said so yourself. Someone with no loyalties to speak of. And if she's become promised, truly her arrival is more than coincidence.
Serpent, give me strength. You both speak true. Perhaps I have reacted in haste.
Yes.
Tell me.
Like I said,
Vindicator,
childish.
Are you well practiced in discretion?
I can be.
I hope your word is good as well. As Vittoria mentioned, my son, Varric, has left. Essentially, he has abandoned his post. And not only did he turn his back on his house, but the great serpent as well. He is a traitor, and must be dealt with as such.
Victor, surely you don't mean it.
He does, Luther. He is allowing his fervent pride and anger to cloud his judgment. What my brother is trying to say is that he wishes his own son dead. First, we lose Vashti to that malignance tearing through Dazra. And now you so willingly offer up Varric. As if our house has not suffered enough loss already.
Look, why would he leave at a time like this?
Because he let his weakness get the better of him. He sees himself as a prisoner in this life. He runs from a duty that others would spend their lives coveting. He is my son. He does not get to choose. He was born to inherit my title, and he knows the punishment for refusing to honor it.
For some reason, I get the King and I vibes right here, even though it wasn't that serious there, but it just sounds like it. All right, so who's Vashti?
I will not speak of her with an outsider, promised or not. Your focus is solely on Vedic.
You know, I'm getting a little fed up and tired of all your little bull-ish. Okay. What did he do that turned his back on the Great Serpent, besides just not follow your orders?
My son denounced the very faith that defines Varun's society. He dared to blame Anasco for the state of Dazra. Dared to call our faith in the Great Serpent blind. It is heresy and punishable by death.
And that's how you keep everyone in order. I see. Yes. Yes. But can I tell you something? Just a little secret between you and I. Anasco is to blame for what's happening right now. And your blind obedience, following behind him, doing the stupidest thing that he could possibly do. All right. Well, death is the fate of all traitors.
If only my sister and husband had your sensibility. I do not wish Vedic dead, but as head of the Ministry of State, he left me no choice. All must serve. Those who refuse will be met with death.
So how does his death relate to this power grid stuff, man? I'm still trying to figure that one out.
The shame Vedic brought upon this house is immeasurable. It stains the very foundation. I will not act until this house is in order and its members are properly aligned with the Great Serpent.
I see. Okay. You know, when I came in the gates, the first thing they said, be careful of the shame of the house. What are you, Vithal? Is this Vithal? Yeah. Yeah, see, the shame that you guys... So, yeah, it's all over. I mean, the misery of the destruction and the deaths of so many people, no. The biggest thing people were worried about was your shame. Okay. And why haven't you dealt with this yourself?
I will not have it known that I declared my own son a heretic and allowed him to escape our grasp. This knowledge weakens the Ministry of State's authority, something we cannot risk at this time. This is why my interest turned to a third party, someone outside of the noble houses, but we have yet to determine someone trustworthy enough. Until now.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. If it's the law, it's the law.
And showing leniency for a house member at a time like this when order is needed most would be unwise.
The law. Our work is not so simple, and you know it. You act as if death is the only answer. What about forgiveness?
I will not risk the Ministry's authority on the actions of my own son, even if he is my chosen heir. If the High Council wants my cooperation, I need you to find Vedic and carry out his sentence.
And I would ask you to spare him.
You have no
My brother
authority.
is acting under impulse, not reason.
I have never been more clear.
No.
Speak against me one more time, and you will
Oh my
regret
gosh.
it.
We're killing everybody.
Has a signet ring with House Vithal's family crest. Bring it to me as proof of death.
You got it.
Only then will I grant you access to the power grid.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
See that you get it done. I recommend you start by speaking to patrons of the Herald's Rest. Some of Vedek's associates there may know where he went, but keep in mind, anyone who has directly aided him in hiding is an accomplice and shares his fate.
Roger that. As any accomplices are going to be executed.
Good.
Yeah, my word.
And remember, absolute discretion. All anyone needs to know is that you are looking for Vedek for personal reasons.
Roger that.
I will not risk word of his disappearance getting out before I can say the situation has been handled.
All right.
The Great Serpent watch over you.
Why am I looking in here? I don't know. I just figured I'd look around, see what I can see. Okay. Alright. Let's rock and roll. Let's get up on out of here. Gotta get this done. This is the way. I don't know where I want. So we'll go down here. The other way.
Apologies, but you're not clear to purchase from me yet.
This is not where I did not want to go. Can I jump through the window? Alright. The ladies have figured their way out. That was weird. Avi was not the same elevator we went up.
Obedience is paramount.
We're heading to the bar.
Is it time to restart?
Oh, hey, let's listen.
I was foolish. The duel is off, and it should never have happened to begin with. The truth is that when the duel was sabotaged, I had never felt so relieved in my life. I do not want to kill you. I am ashamed to have ever challenged you. I am sorry. I understand if you never want to speak with me again. I am disgusted in myself.
Calm down, brother. I deserved it all. You have shown me nothing but patience for years. But even the patience of a saint can run out.
No jokes at me, please. I just want you to know that I am sorry.
I am too. I will try to be better. I cannot make any promises. All I can say is that I will try. I want to make things right with you, with everyone. But I just do not know where to start.
It is all right, Gilbert. One thing at a time.
Nice. All right. She was right. We were wrong. I was wrong because I wanted to kill them both. I was so annoyed with them. All right. So, this is where we're trying to get to. We just have to figure a way in there. All right, here we go.
I just cannot believe this happened. I do hope that the Great Serpent has a plan for me.
You seem concerned. What's up?
I am. I lost my job at the Cultural Center. Or more accurately, the Cultural Center is lost. It does not even exist anymore.
You're still
My
alive.
livelihood is gone. My credits are dwindling, and I do not know what is going to happen to me. The uncertainty is driving me mad.
You worked at the cultural center, huh? What was that like?
It was wonderful while it lasted. The job was stable, good pay, and enjoyable. I always looked forward to the yearly trip the school children would make to the cultural center. I was one of the managers, so I was in charge of cataloging artifacts and creating displays. Most of the center was dedicated to Jinan Varun and the Serpent's Crusade. I do not necessarily agree with some of the content that was on display, but regardless, it is a shame that so much history is now lost to time.
So, and what are your thoughts on this on emergency here?
How can anyone even begin to make sense of it all? Hundreds of people gone in an instant, along with most of the city. It is like something out of a nightmare. I feel guilty, to tell the truth. I was supposed to work on the day the cultural center disappeared. I was sick, and my coworker covered for me. And now... they are gone forever.
I'm sorry.
I just cannot stop thinking, why? Why did this have to happen to us?
That is a question with no answer, really. You just have to try and move on.
Sometimes I wish I became a herald. Their faith can see them through anything comfortably. Inaza, for instance, seems to be unbreakable. Perhaps I must meditate and trust the Great Serpent's designs more.
Alright. Well, you be good.
See you around.
Yeah, I hope so. You be good. Alright.
You seem to be doing well.
I do, but I
I'll
don't
drink
want
to
to
that.
talk. I want to talk to this one.
Not looking for company right now.
Yeah, I know.
This railing is taken. And no, I'm not looking for company.
Well, hey, you know something? I'm not really here to visit. I'm looking for Varric.
Oh, of course. Who would be looking for me anyway?
A lot of
Why
people.
should I know anything about the heir apparent? I'm nobody. Ask him yourself, if you find him.
Alright, look, you seem really down. Are you alright?
Oh, sure. I'm just fine. Hundreds of people are presumed dead. One best friend ran out on me. The other's just drinking himself to death. So yeah, couldn't be better.
Alright, well look, from your tone, you know I'm better than you let on, so spill.
Do I? Perhaps at one point, I thought I did.
Right?
Varric. One day we're inseparable, and the next, I've searched all of Dazra for him. But he's gone. Couldn't even leave a note. That means he either doesn't want to be found, or... well, I prefer not to think about it.
Surely you had to find something out while you were searching, right?
So, what if I did? Like I said, he doesn't want to be found.
Well, I could help you find him.
Are you sure?
I am positive. I can tell you're worried about him.
You're right. You're right.
And I'm going to say this again, even though I've said it before. Are you sure? Well, let's try this one real quick. Are you sure you searched everywhere?
Yes. And I sure got yelled at plenty of times for being places I shouldn't. Enough of this. Please leave me alone. I don't want to think about him anymore.
Okay. Well, we'll go to your to our backup. We got two more. We got two more people. All right. Look, hey, I'm looking for Barrett.
You and me both. The worst thing that can possibly happen happens.
I don't know if it's the
And then
worst
he
thing.
disappears. I mean, come on. We're supposed to be friends.
Well, you know, a good friend doesn't abandon someone in their time of need, right?
That's what I thought.
Exactly, right?
You'd think B would at least be commiserating with me. But I'm suddenly too drunk to deal with.
Well, you kind of are.
Some friend she is. All she cares about is Varric.
Love triangle. Got it. Look, she's just processing in her own way.
And I guess I am too. I just want Varric to show up so things can get back to normal. Whatever that is.
Okay. All right, look. Pull yourself together. Dig deep. He must have mentioned something.
No, I can't. Tane. He mentioned talking to Tane one day about getting off-world. Seeing the settled systems. We never thought he was serious, and even if he wasn't... Tane still might know something.
Okay. All right, tell me where, that's a good start. I'll try to find Tane.
Your best bet is just sticking around. Tane's a regular. I'm sure he'll be by any minute if you just want to take a seat.
Gotcha. Wait for Tane.
Keep busy, lest you lose your purpose as well as your home.
All right, where are we gonna sit?
Another one for me, Jenna. It has been a hard day.
Who's this?
Seems it has been
I
one
hope you
hard
find
day
Varric.
after another.
I miss this laughing idiot.
True enough. No relief on the horizon. Yeah, make that 2 drinks, actually.
All right, gotta get up. You see what I'm saying?
Get a hold of yourself, Samira. You'll
Hey, Tane.
Hey, aren't you that outsider made promise that showed up here recently?
Yep, that's me.
Impressive. Since these people really aren't into strangers, especially in times like these. I'm an outsider myself. It's hard to get into the whole giant snake thing.
All right. You're not promised, and they speak to you?
I guess when you're part of the supply chain, they make a few exceptions.
Mm.
There's not a lot of people in the import-export business when it comes to Dazra, and they aim to keep it that way. But believe me, it wasn't any short amount of time before they let me roam these streets.
Well, it's nice to see a fellow outsider around here.
Tell me about it. I've been toting stuff back and forth for these people for years and still get the cold shoulder most places I go. But then these people lose half their city and you show up, and suddenly it's divine intervention.
Well, not everyone's a fan.
Hey, you play your cards here right, you win them over. You've already been dealt a winning hand as it is. Anyway, enough about that. What can I do you for?
Well, I heard you might know where I can find Varric.
That's so.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that depends, Vindicator. Who wants to know?
Well, I do, of course.
Oh, sure. You just show up out of the blue and suddenly want to know where to find House Vathal's #1 son? And I know he wasn't lost to whatever ate up half of Dazra. Plenty of people have seen him since. Although, let's just say after what went down here, my retirement's looking imminent, and I haven't exactly been saving up for a rainy day. So if you're feeling generous, maybe we can help each other out.
All right. Here, here's the deal.
Nice to see we operate on the same wavelength. I'm pretty sure he's heading into the Highlands. Just not sure where. But I do have the means to track him. So you just say the word and we're off to the races.
Let's go.
After you. Once we're outside of Dazra, I'll fire up my tracker, and fingers crossed, it'll lead us right to him. Just head out the west gate, should be the fastest route.
Okay. All right. West gate. Well, why don't we go out the front door this time?
And one for you, Jenna.
All right, follow the tracker's ping to find Varric. What's that? I tell you. I think this abandoned camp is actually where we're headed. It'd be nice to see, or maybe I'm headed in the wrong direction. The ping is supposed to get stronger, right? It is getting stronger. 387 meters. And stronger. We're 61 meters away. I think it's this campsite here. Abandoned campsite. Oh shoot. Wrong thing. Wrong thing. I am not fighting the redeemed. It's crazy how he can hit you so hard and knocks out your boost capabilities. Okay, so this is just a shrine here. Where's that camp? 81 meters. How do we get to it? I don't think it's up. I think it's back this way. How do I get over there? Here it is. Okay. As expected, I didn't sleep well last night. At least this morning, I can turn to my camp. Yeah, I can turn to my camp and think of what to do next. Planning ahead certainly paid off. I've been slowly building up this area ever since Tane and I first discussed plans to get me off. Never fails. All my allergies. Okay. So I have the tracking device he gave me, so I can only hope he puts two and two together. In the meantime, I'm hoping to distract my mind by organizing my new temporary home here. Who knows how long it might be before Tane finds me. Oh gosh. Alright, this blood stain is large, but it's hard to tell how much blood was lost. There's no body, so the victim may still be alive. Caliber. Cards. Is there anything else? Med pack. Safe that needs to be unlocked. Really hate all the. Alright. Okay. Alright, engineering. This is the tracking device that Tane gave Varric. Tane turned off the ping when you arrived. If Varric left the tracker here, he left in a hurry. It's useless now. But you salvaged some materials. Alright, I've done it. I've left. My father's furious. I've never seen him so angry. I always figured he knew this day was coming, but perhaps he's just that delusional. This proves he'd never see things my way, that I made the right decision, but my mind still bombards me with questions. Did I act too quickly? What about Victoria and Luther? What about Edgy and B? What will my father do now? My only hope for sleep at this point is that the exhaustion will simply take me. Alright. We can sleep. It's only a novice lock. So just annoy me a little bit. Alright. Okay, I don't see anything else, but there are a few more markers for sure. There has to be. Alright, the footprints are sporadic, but the tread tells you they were only from one person. The final prints head west. Varric must have fled the camp after attempting to put up a small fight. And this creature's long body looks like it's made of tentacles and bones and sharp teeth and multiple eyes make it look especially alien. And there's our...
What the hell is
Alright. Where's the other one? Alright, where's the other one? Alright. Emily Archer, she's one tough nugget, I tell you that. Alright.
Still good to go.
Yeah. Hold on. Where's the other one? Where is the other one? Gosh darn it. I can't. I don't see it. Alright. Is it you? Yeah, you. Alright. I don't see the little one.
Good news is my heart didn't give out. All my years and all the planets I've been on. Never gonna get used to those things.
Alright, well, just wait till you see a Terramora. Well, I'm sure they're connected to the Citadel experiment.
Sure looks like it. Damn House Baron. Wiping out half their city and bringing in horrors like these. At least I don't see a body around here, so I hope that means Varric's alive. You find anything?
There's a blood stain. Varric must have been injured.
Injured? Hope he doesn't bleed out by the time we find him.
We'll have to find him.
Well, what's next? Varric must have fled in a hurry since his tracker's still here. So guess the rest is up to us.
Yep. So much for technology. Guess we're going old school here.
Technology is always finding a way to let me down. Time to go analog, but be warned, these old eyes have seen better days. No pun intended. Let's head back down and see what we can find. And by we, I mean you.
Yeah, I know. It's always the case there. Alright. So, first things first. Okay. Hold on one sec. Okay, real quick here. Let's see. Okay, where are we headed? The footprints are less sporadic. You can tell that someone rested here and then headed to the northwest. Alright, northwest. That way. Fighting out here is actually pretty rough.
We can do this!
Problem is because you got these guys, but then they get intermixed with the farmers and stuff, and you don't want to hit just accidentally. Then you got these guys. Where am I? Like I was in mud or something. Oh, I know. Well, you stop walking in front of the bullets. Ain't nobody gonna shoot you unless you walk in front of the bullets, man. Yeah, I see those things now and I just shoot them. They don't serve a purpose. Basically a form of pest control. Okay. You can see I'm less concerned about loot and more just about catching up with this guy. I don't know if we're over encumbered or just getting there. Okay. That would be stealing. Alright, so Irina's farm? Or Irani's? Who knows? Irina's.
That's far enough, strangers. You want to tell me what you're doing on my property uninvited?
Yeah. We're looking for an injured man that might have passed through here.
Through here? You realize you're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's where we tracked him. Look, he's injured. We're worried about him.
I can understand that, but I can't help you. The only people here are my partner Zen and our daughter Mila. No one comes around here. We're isolated, and that's the way we like it.
Look, his injuries may need special treatment. Special treatment, please.
All right, fine.
Irina, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Zen, yes, I know quite well. Never mind my partner, they're just overly cautious. As I said, we're isolated out here. We keep to ourselves.
Right.
But we did aid an injured young man a few days ago.
I didn't hear that.
That's gotta be Varric.
It's too coincidental. It must have been him.
Alright, so you didn't know who he was?
We didn't know and didn't ask.
Okay.
We introduced ourselves, and he quickly changed the subject. But he was polite, and something about him reminded me of our own son, so I didn't feel the need to push him.
That's understandable. So, I need to know where he went.
We sent him north. There's a long abandoned growth farm we felt he could make use of. He claimed he lost everything in the incident that swallowed half of Dazra. He wanted to start a new life. We even gave him 2 of our own growths to get started.
Okay. Alright, well, thank you for your help.
You're welcome, and safe travels. If you find him, give him our regards.
Alright, which way? Alright, well, well. Okay, how do we get out of here? Let's see. We will go up and over. Up. Yep. And around. And... God dang it. What's an easy way through the pass? This way. I feel like if we can get up there, we can bypass all this. And I might be wrong. Wait.
Great Serpent guide you.
Oh, thank you, Zen. There's the path I want. Oh my goodness. This reminds me of Skyrim. Jumping that up mountainsides. Apostate's Refuge. Alright, search the dwelling. I got up early, fed the groats. I'll think I'll name the female Bella. Not sure on the male yet. I took account of the repairs needed and was at least able to get this old computer up and running. It gives me hope that I may be able to fix up the Model A's that have been abandoned here, and to think I argued with my father over a need for engineering skills. If I ever hear news of Dazra returning to normal, perhaps I'll initiate contact with Tane again. A life far away from serpents and house politics. That's all I really want. But for now, isolated groat farmer is good enough. Everything is catching up with me again. My father, what have I done? The people I've left behind, but most of all, I miss my sister. I never thought all I'd have left of her was a ring. I never thought I'd lose her, and now I'm dying to hear her voice, to have her reassure me that I've made the right decision. She's been my voice of reason for almost my entire life. She was always the one I could talk to about anything, no matter how big or small, or how much she may disagree with me. She should have been the one to take our father's place, not me. The Model A's are up and running. It should be a good day, but once again, I find myself riddled with guilt over what I've done. I keep replaying the last moment with my father over my head. It's not even his words, it's the look of betrayal on his face. He responded with anger, but the blow I struck was deep. I told him I couldn't stand by and watch them destroy themselves, but I rejected everything he stands for. House Vithal, House Varun, and the Great Serpent. And of course, I knew full well what my actions would require him to do as head of the Ministry of State. I realize now the position of conflict I've put him in. The question remains whether he can let me go, or if I'll one day wake up to Vithal wardens at my door. So at least you know it's coming. I don't want to sleep. Oh, crit stick. Hey. Alright, well, eat though. Hey. We'll take the bullets. Thank you. Oh, Frostwolf. Were you planning on doing something? That just shows you just how annoyed I am with I probably will have to add that mod in at some point. Just like, screw it. The mod's name is Digipick Skip. And what it does is just does it automatically for you, as long as you have the skill. So if you don't have the master skill, it won't open a master lock. Like I said, though, there should be a chance to fail. Hey, might as well drink. So some locks should require you to use 4 or 5 picks. And since you're doing it automatically, then it's just an automatic thing. And so be it. Right?
All you. I'm just going to keep an eye out.
Okay. I don't know that we need to go in here or not. Might as well, though. It was a novice lock. I'll waste my time with it. Alright, so you right there, which means you right there. Boom, boom. Uh-huh. Huh?
I am currently engaged in the completion of my assigned task.
Understood. Not trying to prevent you from doing so. So there won't be any need to get hostile. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. It wants me up there. Which means just... Mm-hmm. Hold on. Okay. Search the dwelling. Wrong button. There's the marker. Okay, we got there. I forget what exactly we did or where we had to go to trigger him.
Let's hope. Tag me in when you're done in there. Friend's a strong word. More like friendly acquaintances. Guess we both felt the Herald's Rest was one of the few places that made us feel like real people. Couple of drinks and everyone's your friend in that moment.
Can you tell me anything about Victor?
I've only had a few run-ins with Victor for security purposes, and he's all in. The man embodies House Bethal. He could probably recite Janan's teachings word for word, and he runs the Ministry of State without missing a beat. Strict, demanding, and always watching. The guy's good at his job, but when it comes to personality, I couldn't tell you. Whoever he is, he keeps it close to the chest.
Why do you think he's so closed off?
When you're in the kind of position that he is, I think you have to be. You can't be in charge of security and purging heretics and then turn around and cry over spilled milk. This is Dazra, where noble houses like to duke it out for bragging rights. They see weakness, they take advantage.
And what do you know about the Ministry of State?
Ugh. The state's my least favorite of the three. Commerce and conjunction keep to themselves, but state reaches everywhere. Their security, but more importantly, their loyalty. So they'll get deep in your business. They want your motives, your next of kin, your firstborn. I joke. But the moment they get a whiff of something anti-snake, that's heresy. And heresy is a one-way ticket to meet the Great Serpent himself.
All right, can you tell me any more about House Bethal?
House Bethal? Yeah, when it comes to House Varun and the Great Serpent, you won't find a more dedicated house. Some are borderline fanatics, if you ask me. One step away from zealots. Victor isn't even the worst of them.
All right, let's go back a bit.
Sure thing.
What kind of person is Varric?
He's a good enough guy, I suppose. A little self-absorbed, spoiled. Growing up in a noble house probably does that to you. A little naive, too. He's got this friend, Bianca. She's crazy about him. But the guy's oblivious. And his friend Eggy? Guy needs to lay off the Koza. But I heard Varric let him in on his tab. That's gonna work out well. Blames his dad for everything, though. And I get it. Victor Bethal is not an easy man.
Is his dad actually to blame?
Well, it's Victor we're talking about, so it wouldn't surprise me. But Varric can't see how much effort Victor puts into making sure his son has all the tools he needs to take over. He'll go on these rants of Victor drilling him on scenarios. Stuff makes my brain hurt. But Varric talks about it like child's play.
How's he self-absorbed?
He's just used to getting his way and the world revolving around him. When you're raised to be elder, that's bound to bring you all sorts of extra attention.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes when hanging around with us peons, he forgets we have our own thoughts and opinions.
Got it. All right, let's go.
Hey, whatever you want.
That's all I wanted to know.
Always up for a chat.
All right. So we talked to him. I think we've checked everything. We've checked his room. Okay. Not sure exactly what we gotta do. Yeah, that's it. We found the abandoned farm. I'll need to search the dwelling to see if Varric is home. Oh, we know he's home, right? I'm about to sit and wait for him, to tell you the truth. Andrasia, what do you got to say? I don't remember what I had to do. Mm. All right, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. It's like every single one of these quests requires something that we're just not doing.
Please wait if you are in need of supplies. I suggest speaking with the nearby humans.
Nearby humans. Will there be more than one when we come around again?
Let's hope Varric's home.
Okay. Yeah, I'm at a loss. I don't remember what we did, what I did the last time I had to come here. See, having that right there is terrible, right? Because how many times are you going to walk through that? Search the dwelling. Didn't we search everything? Okay. All right. The way I see it is, if I'm sleeping in your house, then you know what? You're going to figure out I'm there. And you're going to come say something. trying to think if there's like something I missed, something I haven't interacted with, something that will trigger, hey, somebody's in my house, I need to come back. And we looked in these, right? I'm not taking a bowl just to see if that kicks off something. I did miss something. Alright, first entry of the first day of my new life. I hope. I suppose I'm a growth farmer now. A long way from heir apparent. But I am thankful for the distance. Yes, quite a bit has happened since last I wrote. Tane never came, and I had to flee when Vortex horrors found me and attacked. Perhaps I have my father of all people to thank for those combat lessons he forced me through. Some kind farmers took me in and helped patch me up. They were respectful of my privacy and even pointed me here after telling them a version of my plight. Should my father send anyone after me, I can only hope my remaining anonymous keeps them safe. Alright, now we can go search outside. All that time.
Veric's been busy if he got this much done. Nothing going on out here. How about you? Find anything?
We're in the right spot, because I just saw him come around the corner.
Good, because this old body is in need of some rest. Sounds like it's a waiting game then.
No, not
It
much.
seems I have uninvited guests.
You look like your dad.
You want to explain yourselves?
Yeah, I'm here to kill you.
Hey, it's me. Dang. Put the gun down already.
It's not you I'm concerned about. It's your friends.
Rightfully so.
Your father sent me to kill you. I am Vindicator Purnell Brooks.
I wish I could say I was pleased to meet you, but something tells me this isn't a social call.
It is not.
Please, if you're here on my father's orders, allow me to plead my case.
Of course. I'd like to know your side of the story.
I'm glad someone does for once. I am not sure how familiar you are with our culture, but all I've ever wanted was the right to choose. I was born House Vithal. I was raised to inherit the role of Elder, to run the Ministry of State, to worship the Great Serpent. But I want none of it.
That's what I said when I first met him. But I came around.
It's never mattered how much I tried to reason with him. My father simply would not let me go.
He can't.
His pride and the fear of what it would mean for House Vithal is all he cares about.
Let's see. So what does leaving mean for your house?
Shame? Embarrassment?
Yeah.
Fuel for the other houses to ridicule my father.
Yeah.
I don't want any of that for him, but he left me no choice. If he would have listened just once, maybe I could have left on good terms with my father's blessing.
Could he let you
Control
go?
the narrative, as they like to say.
So abandoning your role would bring great shame upon your house.
Only because of our antiquated ways. Our society is stuck in the past. Our
That's
culture
for sure.
isolates and suffocates.
Mm-hmm.
All I want is to make my own life. Something Tane understood and was willing to help me with.
I need your ring.
The credits help too. But yeah, guess you got the whole scoop now.
You realize you were...
I realized I was going to help a friend. And yeah, I knew the risks. That's why we had the tracker. I needed Barrick to get far enough away from Dazra so I could safely pick him up and get him out of here.
Hmm. Oh, I understand the need to help a friend out of a bad situation. I do.
I was hoping you'd see it that way. I lost my ship to the incident, so I didn't want Barrick running off thinking I could just grab him and go. I was also out all the credits he was gonna pay me. That's where you came in. I figured, why not 2 for the price of 1?
So, now you know my true intentions for leaving, and given the circumstances, I may be here for some time. My hope now is to make the best of it here.
So you slipped out while everyone was distracted.
It seems opportunistic. I know. The truth is, the scaled citadel was the last straw. My people are so blinded by faith and politics, they don't see how it's destroying us. Anasko Varun eliminated half our population in the blink of an eye. My sister Vashti among them. I could no longer live in a society that won't put its people first. That would destroy itself in the name of a god that has done nothing for us.
Sometimes what our faith commands of us goes beyond blood.
And if Varun society continues down this path, when we bring about our own end, will that faith be worth it? Anasko's experiments, execution punishments, us versus the rest of the settled systems. I hope you can see why I want to walk away from all this. To start my own life. I ask that you give me that chance.
I need something from you. I need that ring.
Anything. Name it. My ring?
The ring.
Vashti gave it to me. It's all I have left of her since the cataclysm.
You want your freedom?
Disaster took every physical reminder of her except for this ring. Just wiped her from existence.
Your sister would want you to live.
True. It's as if she's looking out for me. One last time.
Mm-hmm.
Take it. I'll find solace in the fact that the ring will remain with my family. And now I hope we are done here. Thank you for seeing reason. I owe you both my life and freedom.
Now that's over with. I'm gonna hang back here, talk to Varric a bit. Besides, I don't want to be around when you break the news to Victor. Do me a favor and find me at the Herald's Rest when you're done.
Mm-hmm. You know, if I could give him one of my ships, and I got a ton, I would. I certainly would. Alright. Okay. That didn't work. Oh, wrong way. Alright. That. Nope. This. And then boom. Man, each one of these missions, man, is like trying to get them done. It's like an hour and a half to 2 hours. Okay.
If you require aid, Anton Irara at the halls of healing.
All right, let's get up here. All right, now that we've sorted out how to keep Andrasia with us, that's good. But I was wondering what her input would be on that whole ordeal there. The fact that she stayed quiet the whole time, pretty much. It was a little disappointing. See, this is the elevator we wanted. God dang it. Oh, that's right. We went this way, around the corner, and up the stairs.
Our minds
Through
and
the
bodies
mess.
must be fully devoted to his work.
Okay, Warden.
Is it done? You're back. What news do you bring?
Is there something you needed, brethren?
What have you done? Varric.
This blood is on your hands, Victor. I hope you remember this.
Ministry of State Affairs.
Accept your duty and channel that energy into your next assignment. Ours is a complex world, and you know it.
You both act like this is a crime, but you're the one with the laws that demanded his death.
And I clearly said exceptions should be made.
No, it was Varric's choice. He knew the consequences.
You were his father. You were supposed to protect him.
She's right.
You think you are doing what is right out of some blind dedication, but you are destroying this house. You already lost one child. You had to murder the other.
Victoria!
I will not hear any more of this. It is done. Leave us.
Oh, I am leaving to mourn my nephew whose memory you disgrace with your very presence.
Victoria!
Leave her be, Luther. The Great Serpent will guide her. She will understand in time and emerge stronger for it.
I'm going to say this. I said, I may have done the deed, but even I think you went too far.
Then I can appreciate a tool that does not question. Ultimately,
That
I care nothing
hurts.
for what you think.
Ouch.
Now, only one matter remains to discuss. Did you find anyone who aided my son in his treachery?
Varric kept it close to the chest. He told no one.
Good. I also have heard nothing of my son's disappearance, so I appreciate your discretion in this matter. You restored order to this house, and have my gratitude. Here, the access code that Ekris needs to connect to the power grid. Now go. I have much to arrange.
I don't blame you for what happened. I would allow Victoria her space if I were you.
What's your role here?
I mostly looked after the House members, trying to take a more active role in the lives of our people. Victor's attention is more administrative focused, so he has little time to deal with personal grievances or requests. Since the destruction, I did all I could to help ease our family's grief. But once Varric left, I turned my focus completely to Victor.
Okay. All right.
Great Serpent keep you.
Now, I do wish I could go find Victoria. and talk to her and let her know where she can find her nephew and swear to secrecy. Okay, she's not in here. So that is kind of a bummer. And in truth, it's kind of, I want to say it's a missed opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, I know she's upset. And I know, you know, she's mad at her brother. But she's lost a niece. And now she believes she's also lost her nephew. You know what I mean? And she may be able to do something to actually help him. You know what I mean? And then so he doesn't truly have to abandon his entire family. He would have a supporting family member that is actually on his side and understands and is willing to make an exception on his behalf. So, in truth, it's a missed opportunity to not be able to go and tell her and let her know that her nephew is in a certain place. She can't go to him right now, but she at least knows he's still alive and knows that she has the ability to actually aid him at some point. But yeah, we missed that. There's nothing we can do here. There's nothing we can do for her, and that's unfortunate.
Borhall and Amila are angry now, but they will get over it.
She should already know that they've made up. Is this our guy? It's probably not him. Just a scientist. More scientists. Hey, look. More improvements.
Now
Who's
that
this?
our calculations have been fine-tuned, I am even more confident in our chances of success. Did Victor finally relinquish the access code?
How'd you know I went to see Victor? How's your work coming along?
Slowly, but it will be much faster if you have the power grid access code. Testing without full power is extremely limiting.
Yeah, well, this blade has the code on it.
Excellent. We'll finally have the resources to fully charge the morning device. Now, let's hope House Steward Kef is as forthcoming as the others.
I keep forgetting what Dual Keth needs us to do. Like right now, it's not coming to me at all. It's like I don't remember what they needed.
Hello.
The outsiders must rebuild Dazra to its former glory.
Except we can't build without construction materials and resources. And what about this talk of missing supplies? I would think the conversation starts there.
I apologize, but with the Cataclysm, the investigation has been slow going.
You're putting the growth before the horns! The issue is not the supplies, it's the workforce! This may sound right, but if we could reunite with some of the exiles from House Malim...
Careful, Envoy. It means nothing if those who lend a hand are holding a knife.
Not to mention, they're completely sloughing the map. What? Too soon? It's only been about 50 years.
For now, let me see what I can find out regarding the missing supplies. It's possible they were lost in the tragedy along with everything else, but I don't know for sure. Once that is sorted, we can revisit this debate.
Of course.
First the Cataclysm, now this. There's too much going on right now.
Look, you look exhausted. Maybe you should take a day.
Pray that I could, but right now I need more time, not less. I'm sorry if I seem a bit flustered. Things have been chaotic since the Cataclysm, and now word of missing supplies. But that doesn't excuse my rudeness. Let me at least introduce myself. My name is Kezrani Dulkev. I work as an executor for House Dulkev.
Hey, I'm Pernell Brooks. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. And I'm well aware of who you are. Word of the first convert in generations is on everyone's lips these days. But I'm sure you are busy getting adjusted to life here. Is there anything I can help you with?
No, but maybe I can help you. Seems like you've hit some trouble, right?
Trouble only begins to describe it. It's about the supply shortage. There may be a reason for it beyond the Cataclysm itself.
Okay.
A week ago, my cousin Ukaru came to my office concerned about a series of lost shipments. He was certain someone was using the tragedy as cover to steal supplies and route them to our enemies.
Probably. Look, doing so would be treason, right? Wait. Which enemies?
I'm not sure. The message was vague, and there are many who would want to do us harm.
Right. Doing so would be treason.
Yes, but given the seriousness of the accusation, the proof must be irrefutable.
Roger that.
So I told my cousin to return with more evidence. And when I didn't hear back, I assumed that was the end of it.
Don't
But this
do that.
morning, I received a slate from a courier. It was from Ukaru. It was worrying, to say the least.
And of course, we need to go find him. All right, explain, please.
It felt like Ukaru was trying to warn me. The contents were cryptic. He mentions a possible conspiracy and being followed and, well, I hate to say it, but I'm starting to panic. He hasn't shown up to work in days, and the timing of all this feels suspicious.
A sudden absence would give credence to the idea he was followed.
Agreed. Ukaru was extremely punctual. An absence like this is very unlike him. But if he is in danger, I don't know if it's safe for me to investigate. I need someone disconnected from the noble houses.
Well, you know, that's where I come in, right? What kind of shipments have gone missing?
Vital supplies for the city, which given the Cataclysm is a wide breadth of things.
Pretty much everything.
Construction materials, medical kits, food. The loss of all this is a great cause for concern, given the state of the city.
All right. Why is someone disconnected from the houses?
The slate Ukaru sent via courier is light on details, but he did say that one of the noble houses may be involved, which, if true, would emphasize the need for discretion and an outside party.
All right, look, I'll investigate, all right? Just tell me where to start.
Ukaru's workstation is likely your best bet. He's been working in the rehabilitation unit on the 3rd floor of the Halls of Healing. If you run into any issues with access, hand this slate to my fellow executors. Once you locate him, report back to me. I've got a meeting at House Kadik later, but I shouldn't be hard to track down. Hopefully you'll find my cousin alive and safe.
It might be House Kadik working with House Malene. We need to come down here and talk to these guys real quick. And then we'll focus.
Excuse me, Vindicator. Can I have a word? The requests for aid and supplies never cease. Thank you for stopping to talk to me. My name is Lijana Dulkev. Normally, I would ask how I can help you, but under the circumstances, I'm the one who needs help. I oversee the delivery of goods to those living outside the city. Unfortunately, I lost one of my couriers to the recent catastrophe. I have sought a replacement, but extra hands are in desperately short supply.
And now the deliveries are piling up, right?
I see that you understand. I wouldn't normally seek help from someone I don't know. However, I am not above admitting my situation. The truth is, this is about more than just a business transaction. It is very important to me that someone makes these deliveries as soon as possible.
Why the urgency? Is this something personal?
The truth is, I am new to this position. When I assumed these duties, it was impressed upon me that I would carry a great burden. The Ministry has never failed to make a timely delivery. Our reputation in this regard is flawless. That reputation and my position are both now in jeopardy.
Okay. Under circumstances, I'm sure your customers do understand about the delay, right?
The delay has been too long already.
Okay.
If the situation is not resolved soon, the people will begin to lose faith in us. I cannot allow that. It is my duty to uphold our high standards. Time is wasting, so I will get to the point. I would like you to be my new courier.
Of course you would.
Our deliveries are paid upon arrival. You can keep the payments for yourself. The Ministry of Commerce has a sterling reputation, and it is my duty to uphold it, no matter the cost. Please tell me that you will accept. Don't force me to beg on my knees where all can see.
Ooh. Well, we could take it private. But, you know something? It'd be an honor to serve.
Well spoken, and very true. In so doing, you can take pride in knowing you have made a contribution to a noble lineage. Here are the packages. One is for Alikcha Dalka, who you can find at a nearby growth farm. Another is for Firan Nostal, who is working on some repairs at Hamati Station. The last is for Lazim Balian, who can be found at the shrine to the north of the city.
Okay.
May the Great Serpent grant you swift and safe travels.
And we'll talk about you on your knees later, okay?
The Ministry of State executed Varric Vethal as a traitor. We must all remember our duty to root out heresy.
Svinda, I cannot just give you supplies. We are stretched razor thin as it is.
Is it urgent or
We
can
have
it
examined
wait?
your children and found that they were not in immediate need of treatment.
They can wait.
Patients are in more dire circumstances and require assistance.
Alright, so let's go to the second floor. I'm not even sure which.
I confess, I'm still adjusting to my new role.
Alright. And then Hazmat Dolkev. Hey. Alright, you're still adjusting, and so is the game.
Hello, Vindicator.
Yes.
Malibor has kept me informed of the situation. The deadlock of the High Council.
Yes, I've completed that.
I hope your presence here means things have changed.
It has.
Are our circumstances.
Do not worry so much.
Yes. The other houses have agreed to cooperate. So now it's just down to you.
We can hold out.
Good. Good. I'm pleased that the Council is once again working towards a solution. It felt wrong not to help. Do you know where I was when it happened? The incident, they call it. I was in the temple next door, conversing with my cousin. I was in the middle of replying to him about, I don't even recall. Some meaningless bit of family drama, I'm sure. One moment he was there, and the next, gone. My cousin, the floor, the wall, just gone. I found myself looking out at the scaled citadel, unable to comprehend. And now, here I stand, the elder of House Dulkev.
I'm sorry for your loss.
My loss? Yes, I suppose. Although, from an outside perspective, one could consider it a fair trade, given my new role. Perhaps even a gain.
No. That would be a heartless way to talk about the loss of a relative.
I agree. And yet, with the proper detachment, nearly anything can be seen as transactional. Those within House Dulkev are trained for it. You cannot imagine it. A single moment of pure, terrible silence. A meter's distance was all that separated me from whatever has become of Dazra. I find that through all the chaos and the scrambling since, my mind drifts back to that moment. I could be gone as well. But here I remain, spared. And I do not know why.
To help me get this done. Other people are suffering right now, and we can help them.
Hopefully you can deliver them from this. But what comes after? What about the next trial? I'm sorry. I should shoulder my own burdens, not force them upon you. I've grown so tired of the Council squabbling, and I want no further part in it. I have no demands, no requests. All must serve. And House Dulkev is no exception.
Everyone seems to want something out of this.
The Speaker has always been the guiding light of House Varun. In his absence, it is of no surprise that some would find themselves lost, stumbling in the dark. Here is what I can tell you. Sometime before our current calamity, Enesco Varun approached me looking for information about his grandfather's time. He was frustrated at the lack of progress. House Dulkev keeps extensive records, you see. While I was never told the exact reason behind the inquiry, I was able to deduce a fair amount. I provided him with the shipping manifest from the time of the Serpent's Crusade. Materials and equipment that suggested some highly specialized research. I told Enesco where those materials had been sent. Weeks later, well, you've seen the Citadel. You know as well as any where we are now.
You think it's related?
The timing is too close to be coincidence. Enesco returned from the site in unusually good spirits. He boasted of something called the Vortex interlock, and that it was the key to unlocking some new unseen potential. Whatever records exist of this interlock were swallowed up with the Citadel. And as for the original site, executors were sent, but did not return. And we can spare no more casualties. So I suggest you visit Malin Dam to the southeast. I believe it is more than it seems. It is the only place to learn more about these Vortex interlocks and what connection they may have to the events at the Citadel. And should your search be fruitful, make sure it is known that House Dulcev was proud to serve when called upon.
Well, thank you. Much appreciated. And that is it. That's where we'll call it today. Thanks, guys, for joining in. Remember, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you soon. Bye.